In today's video we're checking out the newly buffed Man-O-War Thermite. I have no idea why they buffed it, but they decided to give it a small damage buff. Not one that really needed a buff. If anything, it kind of needed a nerf because it was already a pretty broken gun in the game. If you do go on to enjoy the video, make sure to, of course, like and subscribe. And if you don't mind Man-O-War loadout, make sure, of course, stay tuned to the end for that. And let's get into the video. Today's shout out goes to FG Gamology. They have 31 subscribers at the time of recording this video. And yeah, they do mainly multiplayer related content. So if you do go over and enjoy their videos, make sure to, of course, like the videos you do enjoy and subscribe to the channel if you do enjoy the channel in general. Of course, I'll link down below in the description and up on the screen here. Make sure to go over, be positive, believe in the positive comments what you enjoy about their videos, and be supportive, believe in these positive comments how they can improve their videos. So yeah, make sure to go over, be positive, be supportive, and let's get into the video. Okay, so in terms of the buff, it got an increase in damage profile from 10 to 9 damage to 15 to 9 damage. Basically, just increasing the base damage it does. Was it very necessary? Absolutely not. Definitely one that was one of the least necessary ones. It's basically like them buffing the USS 9. No one asked for it, and everyone finds the Man-O-War Thermite really annoying. The best way to counter it, of course, is just by using Greed Perk Red, and use running Flat Jacket and Dauntless, and then it will of course counter that quite well. But a lot of people don't run it. I run Dauntless and Pinpoint myself. A lot of people like to run Pinpoint, so don't know why this was a necessary buff at all. Definitely one that definitely didn't need to happen. It basically makes the Man-O-War damage a lot more consistent in the close range, basically, which is annoying for a lot of people. Definitely one that didn't need to happen, and it would be nice to see a Man-O-War Thermite but nerf, because it was actually felt quite powerful when I was using it, I had some decent fun with it as well. So yeah, now let's of course get into the training mode. Okay, so here we are in the training mode. As you can see, we have the Man-O-War equipped. It is a very annoying gun to go against, I would have to say. Definitely did not need a buff. You can actually kill yourself with it, which is quite funny sometimes. But yeah, in terms of the actual buff it got, it wasn't a major buff. It just got a bit of a damage increase, which basically makes it a bit more of a consistent damage profile, which is really annoying. Because it is basically more consistent now, which makes it a lot more easier to get kills with, especially at close range, which is where the main damage buff happened. Now that's 15. So if they are using Flat Jacket and Dauntless and you are somewhat accurate, you can kill people with 2 shots. Of course, not everyone is super accurate. That is the only upside, is you do have to be somewhat accurate because it is a slow firing gun, 1, and 2, it is a and it has a smaller mag capacity, so you can't really spam bullets out that well. So you do have to be somewhat more accurate, but not really that too much more accurate, to be honest. So yeah, definitely a very interesting gun. Like I said, not one that really need buffing. The base Man-O-War is actually pretty fun to use as well, to be fair. One that is quite powerful, I would say. Like I said, one that definitely didn't need buffing. Of course, it is low recoil, low fire rate. Basically, a bit more of a sit back and kind of can kind of hold angles, kind of a bit more of a longer range gun, I would say. But it's still, especially with the thermite rounds, it's still pretty decent at close range as well. Of course, if you do run Dauntless and Flat Jacket with perk Read Red, then you will easily counter it. But still, a lot of people still don't use it, so yeah. Yeah, here's the recoil. I think say because of the slow fire rate, it doesn't really kick too much, so it's quite easy to control, and then hit all the damage numbers. Not that you're going to get very accurate damage numbers with the, yeah, no, it's 15 and 19. I wonder what the range is like on this thing. So it stays 15 up to this range. It goes off to 9 at this range, so yeah. But actually, I'd say mid-range gun. It still can be very good at longer ranges, of course. So yeah, definitely a very interesting one. Of course, the Man-O-War. I'm using red dot this build because the base Man-O-War iron sight isn't very good. So if you do have a skin that changes the iron sight, it is probably best to use that with this combination. Yeah, it's the first time really using red dot with the Man-O-War, to be honest. So yeah, I'm going to try and bring these more free-to-play videos back, I think, because I do enjoy doing them really. So yeah, definitely an interesting one. Definitely one that's well worth checking out if you haven't used it in a while, because obviously the buff makes it a lot more consistent damage wise. So if you haven't checked out since before the buff, definitely one that's worth checking out. I'm pretty sure most people have checked out already though. Yeah. And then this is also one to use if your accuracy is not the greatest and you want to improve your accuracy, then start using closer, slower fire rate weapons like this. I would say this one's a bit easier to use just because of that thermite effect. So maybe this is a good starting weapon if you do want to start using slower fire rate weapons. So yeah. Very decently fun gun to use, and one that I would highly recommend checking out if you want a bit of an easier, slightly more passive gun. Then this is definitely one for you. So now, of course, get into the ranked gameplay.
Target down. Awesome. Tango dip. Target. Enemy in sight. Target down. Sight. Enemy down. Tango down. Eliminated. Enemy down! Contact with enemy. Target down. Eliminated. Perfect.
Okay, so here is my Man-O-War build that I was using in today's video. As you can see, it's actually range damage control, basically a low mobility, high passive weapon. Quite a fun build to use, so definitely one worth checking out. As I said, we have the monolithic suppressor for the sights ability with plus 25% damage at range. We have the OWC marksman barrel for the minus 5% ADS bullet spread, plus 30% damage at range, and minus 12.7% horizontal recoil, and minus 14% vertical recoil. We have the red dot, because obviously the Man-O-War eyesight isn't that good, so we I decided to run a red dot with it. So yeah, and then we have the thermite rounds. Obviously, it changes the bullets into mini thermites. Of course, this is what the buff was all for. So yeah, obviously I had to throw this one on. You could also use the extended mag A if you just want extra bullets. And then of course the granulated grip tape for the minus 11.6% ADS bullet spread.